The inspiration behind Complete Farmer is really to bring an engineering approach to agriculture. I think many people have heard about the prospects of agriculture in Africa and how agriculture can help Africa feed the rest of the world. But also many have seen and heard more about like the challenges that farmers in Africa face when it comes to agriculture. And I think what we've tried to do is to digitize the agriculture value chain to make it more efficient and have the level of precision that farmers would have or people would have in the manufacturing sector. So it's really to figure out how we build farms and make farms operate and work like factories. And that's really what inspired us to start Complete Farmer, to help solve the food production crisis that the world faces and really realize the true potential of African agriculture. In terms of our impact globally and locally, it's been primarily difficult for buyers of agricultural commodities to basically build new supply chains in new markets where they can source for some of their raw materials. And this challenge has been compounding over years and years. So despite the fact that there are some commodities that can be sourced from Africa, many international buyers find it difficult to access the market and be able to figure out what the right logistics looks like, what quality control looks like, and what the supply chain looks like. And then you have on the other side in local markets where farmers are always looking for better markets. They want to improve their yields. They want to get good incomes. What you find is these farmers really do not have access to such big market opportunities. And that creates a cyclic effect where because they are not able to get good markets, they can't get financing for their farms. And because of that, they are not able to deploy the technologies that helps them to get and improve their yields. So Complete Farmer's impact has really been making sure that farmers or local farmers have what it takes to grow crops competitively for this international market, and also making it easy for international buyers to be able to source from these African farmers directly without needing to go through middlemen. And I think an example of that was more evident during COVID, where a lot of buyers had like to diversify their supply chain. So buyers were primarily looking for places where they can source for new commodities because of the disruption of global supply chains. And at the time, we had some buyers in China looking to even work directly with farmers and didn't know how to. And I think the Complete Farmer platform is really making or having an effect on these connections and being able to connect like a local farmer who probably no one knows of, but feeding global supply chains. And I think that's an interesting story that we like to see at Complete Farmer.
For me, the concept of impact revolves around the competitive edge we offer our customers, especially our farmers. Witnessing our farmers enhance their crop yield and increase their income as a result of the support we give them is the impact we aim for on a daily basis. This tangible progress can be witnessed in the deep relationship that has been built between ourselves, the farmers, and their communities.
So impact at Complete Farmer to me is change behavior. For the landscape that we're in, changing the way people do things is really difficult. People are set in their ways. The level of sort of like field interaction that we need to do with our product is quite heavy. So the end result for me then would be a change in behavior in how it is that people conduct their business in the agricultural space.
I'm Albert Denis Sophie. I live in Accra and I farm at Aboteka Coffee. Technically, I've been in agriculture for the last 4 years, although we have our own childhood experiences that we grew up with. I first met Complete Farmer in October last year, but contract got signed early this year. So let's say this year I came on board fully. What brought me into farming was with my passion and the drive for the agribusiness, knowing the need for more food to cultivate. And I technically believe that in every business you do, it should be something that will feed people every day, and that gives me the satisfaction. Complete Farmer has been a very good and a blessing to me because it gives me the peace of as a farmer to know that there's a buyer waiting for me. With this, you go into cropping without thinking about what your market availability, what's the market trend. Once the market there waiting for me, it gives me the comfort, the confidence to plant those crops. I met Complete Farmer through one of my farmer friends. He called one afternoon and told me, hey, I've gotten a good deal. I've met a buyer, and so I also went on board, met them, and we had a very beautiful discussion. The Complete Farmer Grower platform has different features that I'm currently practicing. I'm able to monitor my crops. Even when I'm away from the farm, I see what is happening on my farm. I'm also able to go to their platform to get in contact with sellers of agri inputs. And so with that, I don't need to always travel away from the farm to get the inputs that I need. With the app, I'm able to pick up what I need, then place an order.
The Complete Farmer grower model has really helped us in the sense that there's an approach of professionalism to everything that we do. In terms of their support to us, their provision of services, it has gone a long way to help us to also professionalize our ways of doing things. And I remember very well when we started this whole extensive chili project. We took things for granted initially. They came in and advised us on how to even go about the whole seedling process. And as time goes by, their expertise is coming to play. I recommend the scheme to others. It's been helpful. We see the potential in it, and I will still go ahead and introduce a lot more people to it.
Proparco invested in Complete Farmer through its venture capital program, which aim is to support innovative startups that tackle the most pressing issues in emerging markets. Sustainable agriculture and food security are two themes that we want to address, and Complete Farmer, through its platform and its operations on the ground, was identified as a key player for market linkage and improving the livelihood of farmers. The company stands out thanks to the quality of its management team, the smart positioning on the market, and the quality of products sourced from farmers.
So what keeps me excited about the work I do at Complete Farmer is the level of influence that myself and my team get to have. We are the first investors, stakeholders, customers, and critics of our product. So if the product doesn't work for us, then it doesn't work at all. This means that the work that we do has to serve us, it has to benefit us to be sure that we're actually then serving our customers as well.
My excitement really comes from sitting at the forefront of the impact that we do in the market. So as a finance person, apart from seeing the metrics and the movement in numbers, I also have the opportunity to work directly with the field people and then see the impact we as a company have with the farmers on a day-to-day basis. I do not see any better satisfaction and excitement in anything else than that.
By working at Complete Farmer, helping make the world a better place, specifically working with our customers, especially our growers, is a source of constant motivation. It's truly a blessing to know that the work I do every day has a positive impact on our farmers, their families, and communities at large.
What keeps me excited about my work at Complete Farmer, I would say the environment to learn and grow. For most of the things that we do, we are figuring things out ourselves. We are doing and undoing things. It is a learning process, reading, doing research. So that gives an environment, a very challenging environment, where you would actually have to learn a lot, where you have to grow with the organization or fallout. So this challenging environment is what keeps me excited, because every day when I wake up and then I have stuff to do, I know that I need to learn new things to contribute towards realizing our vision as an organization.
Complete Farmer's positioning as an end-to-end intermediary with close support to farmers opens up new opportunities for improving farming practices across Africa. The company can facilitate the adoption of sustainable farming practices, including the adoption of climate change adaptation measures and the growing of organic products. The company will also look to improve its tech platform and the data set in order to better serve the farmers, buyers, and service providers on the platform. The use of tech will enable to open up new business possibilities between the different stakeholders of the agricultural value chain.
When it comes to the role of the tech department in realizing our vision as an organization, I would say we've identified some challenges within the agricultural value chain, which we are supposed to provide solution to. So as a department, what we do is provide different digital products that tackle these challenges that we've already identified. We started with a single product, which is dedicated to the production side. That is what normally happens on the farms. Right now, we're working on 4 different products concurrently, and that should tell you the quantum of work we have to put up in order to solve these challenges that we have identified as a department. So that is our contribution towards realizing the vision of the organization.
A lot of things in Complete Pharma are very significant to me. I like to have a touch on every aspect of the business, but I think one thing that really holds more significance to me is the fact that my dad was a pineapple farmer and my office is called Pineapple, but because of that, it gives me more meaning and more purpose to making sure that at least the solution that we are building actually solves the problem. And whenever I interact with farmers, and it just takes me back to the day growing up in a village somewhere in Accra and seeing farming being done as well.
So Complete Farmers' vision to me means providing our local farmers who otherwise would never have had the opportunity to the global market with an opportunity to meet global buyers with the adequate quality and standard of crops that they are looking for with the help of our platform and then our local experts who will make it possible for this opportunity of meeting up to happen.
In years' time, the thing that will spell out success for Complete Pharma is driving down to the countryside to visit farmers and on the way seeing trucks of Complete Pharma trucks shipping agricultural products to the airports or to the ports to buyers and reaching the farms and interacting with farmers and seeing some level of productivity on their farms as well. I think that's really like what I want to see Complete Pharma doing in 10 years. And I think what we need to do that is to really build the infrastructure that is needed to be able to do this. It will be lovely in 10 years' time for us to go to our fulfillment centers and see full automation and value addition in these fulfillment centers where farmers are not just shipping their raw commodities but are also getting some value addition in there. And also really speaking to farmers and really seeing that we've been able to successfully help these farmers to expand their farms. I think that's the true metrics of success for Complete Pharma if things should play out like that in the next 10 years.